Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to my first video. I finally got up the courage to begin. I didn't really know what to make, so I was like, why not make some Digimon Story Time Stranger videos, since this game has taken the world by storm, and me personally, I'm a huge Digimon fan, and I've been really loving this game. So, I actually just discovered something, but let me tell you a little story. The other day, I was on Reddit, just looking up strategies and stuff, trying to see, how to up my cumulative stats. And, everybody was talking about, like, the people that were talking about the game were saying, like, they were mentioning their favorite Digimon in the game, which ones were powerful, which one had strong combinations. And one person said Shine Greymon Burst Mode is nerfed in this game. And at the time, I still only had Ultimate Digimon, so I didn't really know what he was talking about. So the first thing I do when I unlock Megas is I go, because Shine Greymon Burst Mode is one of my favorite Digimon, like ever. I go and I noticed that his final Shining Burst has 100 power, which is not too bad, but then it consumes all SP. I couldn't believe they actually did this to my boy. I was like, they really gonna have his attack. I mean, it hits all enemies, so that's good. But it really consumes all his SP. So after he uses the move, he's basically useless, right? Same thing with Bilzamon Blast Mode, Chaos Flare, Dark Attack, Power 125 consumes all SP. I was like, they did that to him too. I was just going to leave them both in the farm. I was like, forget it. There's a lot of new Digimon anyways. We can just use some new ones. And I was just going to leave it at that until today. I figured something out. So there's one key thing to this. It says it consumes all SP, but that's not really that big of a deal, because when you go to a Digimon, like, let me see if I can find them real quick. So Gundramon, perfect example. I was excited for this Digimon being in the game because I think it looks cool. It's just funny, like, it's just a lot of guns. It's a gun dragon. But when you look at his most powerful attack, Gaywalt Schwarmer, I'm probably not saying that right, but it hits all enemies. It's a 35 power times 4 attack. The lower the user's SP, the lower the damage. It consumes all SP and immobilizes the next turn. So this thing is just all the way bad. If you got low SP, you're not doing much damage. So you gotta basically fire it off from the start, or else not at all, really. It consumes all the SP and it immobilizes. Yet you might as well not use this. There might be some like trick to this move, but I've not heard of it yet. But therein lies the key. This one says the lower the SP, the lower the damage. If you notice, neither of these attacks say that. Final Shining Burst, it just says consume all SP. Same thing for Chaos Flare. So really, it doesn't even matter how much SP you have. You can use these attacks as much as you want. Let me show you what I mean. So if you just noticed, I gained a little bit of SP at the start of the round because my Shine Greymon has the personality skill Soothing Song. I'm just going to guard with Ancient Wisemon and guard with Sarismon. I'm going to fire off this final Shining Burst. So huge damage, of course, but it just consumed all of my SP, which under normal circumstances would be terrible. Like, you don't want to consume all your SP and then have to stand there for like 9 to 10 seconds until it recharges. But we're going to get into the next fight. Now notice, so it re-healed. I think I leveled up. Hold on. Let me use it again. I think when you level up, it recharges your SP. So let me try this again. We're going to use it again. So now I should have this, like the usual 0. We're going to run into this enemy. Now I only have 199 SP on my Shine Greymon. Now if you notice, I can still use the attack even with 199 SP. So it doesn't matter how much SP he has as long as he has some. And it's like, it's not the deal with like Gundramon where like the lower the SP, the lower the damage. As long as you have any amount of SP, you can just fire these off. The damage is not affected. So therein lies the secret. He's not nerfed. You just have to know how to use the mechanics of the game, which that's another reason why I love this game. It's like there's so many hidden things to it, like with the personality skills mixed with like Digimon's attacks. There's so much like strategy to it and like hidden things. I can't wait to see what else is like possible with the skills and everything and the personality skills. There's got to be some crazy combos out there. There's also one more thing I forgot to mention. There's this item in the game. It's for Agiomon called the Blue Steel Data Fragment. It consumes double SP, or like if your Digimon is holding it, it consumes double SP, but it deals 1.5 times the damage. Like your attacks will be more powerful, but consume more SP. This item is basically free damage because moves like Final Shining Burst and Chaos Flare automatically consume all SP. So the whole double SP requirement does not matter. So you can put this on them and you can deal even more damage for free. It's amazing. And I actually forgot one other thing. Sarismon with Burning Blood Shell reduces fire resistance for all opposing Digimon. So this is definitely a good support with Shine Greymon Burst Mode. And then also Ancient Wisemon. If you know how to do the Great Embrace overcharge health like exploit, if you do that with Ancient Wisemon and use this Elder Sign, you can basically lower all the opposing Digimon's defense by basically 40%. And yeah, you really gonna be cooking with these two, no pun intended. But that's really all I got today. My first video, I don't know how it's gonna turn out, but we gonna post it no matter what. I'm gonna just be playing games on this channel. Who knows, maybe one day I'll make something out of it. But if you like this video, yeah, go ahead and leave a like, maybe even subscribe. I would definitely appreciate it. But that's all I've got. Peace.